Hi and welcome back. If you saw the last video where I opened up the Clever Fox Premium Planner and showed you all the features in it, you're probably aware that I'm very excited to be now setting it up ready for 2022. So I'm going to go through my setup process and show you how I'm going to be using it next year. I'm going to be using some monthly tabs here. Maybe some stickers. I've got some highlighters, some Sharpies, some other nice pens, a ruler and some washi tape. And not forgetting a little Tipex mouse for the inevitable mistakes. The first thing that I'm going to do is turn to the monthly spreads and put all the dates in for the year. Now the great thing about this undated planner is that you can start it at any time of year, and you can take a break as well during the year if you want to take a break from, if you're taking a month off or something like that. But I want it set up for the full year, January to December, so I'm going to put these dates in advance. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to go to the weekly spreads and do the same here. Yes, this is the bit that takes the longest, but I just sit down with a cup of tea, I put the morning aside to get all set up, and then I'll feel organised for the year ahead. Right, so that's the biggest task done. Also, don't forget to put your name and contact details on the front page here, especially if you take your planner out and about with you. Now some of the sections in this I'm not going to do on camera here because I'm going to take some time out and do them on my own, giving them some thought. I'm actually running a workshop next week asking questions about your vision for 2022, your purpose, your goals and all of that. So I'm going to build this into that workshop actually. But just as a reminder, there's some great sections at the front here. What is the vision for the life I want? What is my life's purpose? What is my mission? What are you grateful for? Your affirmations. What am I passionate about? What brings me joy in life? Skills to learn and habits to adopt this year. And then my favourite bit I think is this goals section at the front, so putting in some top goals for each of these 8 life areas: health and fitness, business and career, family and friends, relationships and romance, finance, personal development, fun and recreation and spiritual. This bit at the end, if you look here where I've got right to the end of December, that's the end of December, that's how much is left in terms of blank pages for you to just use for journaling, which I think is fantastic. And it means actually this will be the first year that I'm going to try and just have one journal, not a planner for work and a journal for journaling. I'm going to do both in the same book, so this is going to be both my planner and my journal for the year. So a few of the other things I'd like to set up is just to add a little bit of colour to it and to decide how I'm going to use the monthly spreads and the weekly spreads here. I think I'm going to put key dates in here, just really important events, birthdays, things like that. Because I'm doing a lot of one-to-one calls at the moment, I do need an online scheduler, so I use Outlook calendar for that, so people can book appointments with me. At the moment I have too many appointments per week to fit into here, and because I've deliberately chosen a horizontal planner like this, not one with appointment times in it. I think I'm just going to use this for kind of the overall focus for each day. So I only take one-to-one calls on certain days of the week. I always have Wednesdays that I make my videos and my content for my membership. And then I have days where I prepare and deliver my community projects. So I think I will use this more as a kind of timetable, if you like, to this day is focusing on that piece of work, rather than listing every single appointment in there, because I think otherwise it'd just get too busy. And I'm going to make some time each week to make sure I fill this in as well, because I think this is what I really loved about this planner, in that you can review at the end of every week, at the end of every month, and then at the end of every 3 months. And I really want to make the most of that and see what difference it makes to my life when I actually commit and put time aside to do that. I'll just highlight a couple of things as a reminder of what you can do using this planner. So after each monthly spread, you have this monthly review. So you've got 2 pages here about talking about what were the biggest wins of the month, the lessons learned, which areas were lacking and why, what tasks were not accomplished and why, how do you feel about your progress, what you're looking forward to, things you'll make yourself, things that will make you happy next month, and how you'll improve next month. And then this wheel here, which has the 8 areas that we mentioned earlier, I just use some colouring pencils and I'll probably choose 4 or 5 colours, no more than that, maybe even less. And each month colour in where you are on the scale. So say health and fitness here, say you're kind of medium happy with your health and fitness, you're okay with it, but you want to be doing a lot more, which is usually where I am on it. I would colour in here up to number 5. And another way of doing it, I'll put a link into another video that I've made, is choosing colours that represent how you feel about that area of your life. And I think this is a great opportunity to add in a little bit of colour, a little bit of art, a little bit of creativity at the end of every month. So I'll do I'll probably do a 3-month review when I've been using this, just so you can see that as an example. And then again at the end of every monthly spread, you have this page of 3-month goals. Because if we go right back to the front, we first have this. We have the 3-month goals page here before January. So it would seem that the purpose of this would be to set goals. You've got up to 5 here to set goals for the 3 months ahead. So these can be linked to your main 8 goals here that you have filled in by this point, or they can be completely different. They can be more specific to that time of year. But this 3 months goals page is looking ahead. So when we do it in after, where is it, March here, when we do it here after March, we'll be setting 3-month goals for April, May and June. The mind map is a great way of kind of putting your goals and your vision into something that's a bit more visual. There's many different ways of doing this, and I'll do a few examples over the next 2 or 3 months, and then I'll make a new video about it. But generally, because I like writing, I prefer writing anyway, and just adding in a little bit of colour. So I might do kind of headers and tasks related to those goals. But there's a number of ways you can do it. You could just write, or you could even just draw something. This is very much just open to interpretation, I think. Now I usually do a vision board using Pinterest. So I'll pull together pictures, photos that represent my vision for the year ahead, or even further ahead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a few things. I'm going to use some stickers, I'm going to use some colour, I'm going to use some words, and I'm just going to make this something that is kind of inspirational to look at, but is not really a traditional vision board. So that's set up enough for me to start the new year with. So just finally I'm going to use these 3 ribbons to mark the month, the week, and the start of my journaling or free writing pages. So that's my Clever Fox Premium Planner pretty much set up for January. Let me know how you get on with yours.